This might actually be 1 HP enemies. It's not a great whale bonus, but 1 HP enemies has a decent shot at killing this, or this if I want. Same thing. And there isn't really anything else to do with these whale bonuses. Like I could take colorless card. I guess this is an example of a situation where I would boss trade, but I'm not boss trading at the moment. And Caramel Ash. I thought about bringing back the stipulation sheet. I have, yeah. Ball Lightning's excellent. Shishafusha, hello! Alright, I get 2 shops in a row. Which does mean I get a 1 HP elite, which I guess is kind of cool. But like, my planned path was this way, so I was already getting 2 shops a sec, and now I get 3. And that is not as great. I think we just leave this shop and maybe we get something next one. I'm being offered capacitor again, but this time it's cheaper. I think I'm okay with that. You like boss swapping to Buster Crown or Ectoplasm is so sad it makes the button unpickable for you? Yeah, I find that very boring. I also find boss swap into Pandora's or Pyramid or Astro or Snecko very boring. Like, I legitimately find that button very, very boring to pick more than a quarter of the time. But I don't know. It might be fun to try it again. I haven't done it in a long time. Trail links to 34 months. And I sort of feel like I left Ironclad in a weird place in my mind where I thought that Ironclad was very good with boss swap, but I wasn't sure how good. Like, it's one of the biggest mysteries in Slay the Spire for me, honestly. It's one of the single things in Slay the Spire that I feel the least confident about, is what percentage of the time I think Ironclad should be boss relic swapping. Because I was experimenting with it, and I was doing it a lot, and I think that contributed heavily to me finding boss relic swapping boring, is like the amount I was doing it, and it just like, I very genuinely don't think the runs are as exciting in Slay the Spire if you boss relic swap. So I got bored and stopped, but I've always like felt like I should be boss swapping with Ironclad somewhere between 20 and 80% of the time, and that's like, those numbers are very, very, very far apart. So it'd be nice to refine that idea a bit. Undiet G, happy birthday, thank you. Stetudwa, hello. Does it bring ideas in the title genuine or is it just bait? It's genuine. DD Giant Jorbs, hello. Thanks for the sub trail. Happy birthday. I guess people were wishing you happy birthday, not me. This is awkward now. Are mods fun Spire ideas? I'll probably play Downfall at some point soon. I'm okay with charge battery. Cardos, thanks to 29 months. Oh my god. Oh my god, this run is over. Okay. Alright, sweet. So I need to get Ball Lightning and shoot that with it, and then I can Sunder as well. What about forced infinite runs? Honestly, that just sounds like how I'm playing. I'm pretty sure that's just what I'm doing all the time, is forcing infinites, isn't it? Don't skip card awards challenge. Oh, that's definitely something I could do. I don't think it's like unapproachable. For a while I was trying to get start with 1 max HP when at Ascension 20, so I'm not opposed to challenges which are very difficult. like this membership card. Noticed that I was going to a lot of stores, so it decided to show up, but it didn't quite understand the surrounding context. Alright. How hard would finishing a run with 1 HP be? I think that Watcher can do that fairly often. And by fairly often, I mean like between 1 in 30 and 1 in 80 times. So like, maybe it's important that I clarify what I mean by fairly often. Because that's not actually fairly often for a normal person, probably. A no infinites stipulation. That could be fun. It does seem kind of hard to... Oh my fucking god, these relics. It does seem kind of hard to have that make sense. I think if I was going to do something like that, what I'd do is mod out some of the like relics and cards that made infinites happen, rather than just say I wasn't allowed to build infinites. Because like, sometimes you just accidentally infinite, basically. Like if you're playing an Ironclad deck and you have Fiendfire, and you get a Flash of Steel in like Sensory Stone event or something, you can go infinite without ever having made a decision that wasn't correct, even if you didn't consider that infinites were in the game, you know? You can just like end up there. So, but maybe you could patch out Fiendfire, or patch out Flash of Steel and Dropkick and stuff, and Abacus, and so on. Do I think this is a 100% win from the spot? No. Certainly not with imperfect play. Maybe also not with perfect play. I'm certainly heavily favored. Like, I think it's above 95% with my level of play. I've always wondered how I handle pathing, especially in Act 1. I think I might have talked about that a bit in the YouTube series I'm doing. It's like introduction to Slay the Spire sort of idea. No rares stipulation. God. My problem with all of this stuff is just that I really like Slay the Spire, and so every time someone suggests like, oh, you could change Slay the Spire to be something different, I'm like, but I like Slay the Spire. This is my issue. This has always been my issue with all of this stuff. I think I might actually upgrade Fission here. I think I'm early enough in the run that that output actually matters here, especially when I'm trying to set up Sunder and all I have is Lightning Orbs. My mistake, not playing Capacitor for Bird face turn? Oh, sure. I'm not currently tracking or caring about mistakes. A mod that turns card draw into card draw next turn. Interesting idea. I might just actually take this. It seems completely fine. I imagine that I always win if I play Fission, but I could kind of see a universe where things got weird for me after doing that. And I cannot see a universe where things get weird for me if I play this way. Although if I got attacked for 36 this turn, it would have been great. Do I have any interest in going back to the Jorbs Wizard mod for the challenges? I've thought about going back to modding a little bit. I think this is an okay Echo form. An okay pandas. The Sozu is kind of interesting. Okay. That is really weird. That's very bizarre. So I mean, it certainly doesn't matter whether I block or not anymore. Who was it who was getting on my case for not healing 2 last act? I feel like that decision has panned out just fine. Do we have block cards to make the choice? I have a charge battery. What if this is a reprogram run, actually? I should really find something that channels an orb, huh? Am I currently doing a challenge? The current challenge is mostly just enjoy Slay the Spire. The fuck is this stack? What am I looking at? Do I consider speedruns fun? I mean, they're fine. Did I not announce on Discord? Oh, I didn't. Whoops. One of the problem with doing challenges right now is also that I'm like 18-0 on Watcher and about to be 8-0 rotating, so I should probably, didn't I just get these card wards? I should probably like finish those streaks out, you know, before I start playing weird. I wonder if Scrape gets really good here. Scrape kind of gets good here. I upgrade Zap dual cast double energy. It's not a bad scrape at all. I'm not racing another streamer. There's a reason that I play single player games. Deck needs a Storm Plus, actually true. Storm Plus would be so good here. I hit Vision off Scrape every time. It's kind of cool. what, what am I looking at? What is happening? Alright, cool. Anti-success, thanks for 13 months. It's not a terrible white noise. Mummified hand and bird face turn. I'd take an upgraded one so Scrape could draw it, maybe. It's kind of a cool idea. I don't think I take that one. Wonder about the Barrage with Flex Potion. It doesn't really play well with Fission, but I could maybe use another attack. It's not like there's any downside really to taking it. Are you sure you don't want Capacitor? Shout out to Jorbs from 15 minutes ago who said Pandas is sometimes boring. Oh, but this is like, I got to play all of Act 1 and, fuck, am I going to upgrade Reprogram? I don't think I get to remove Reprogram here. Like, I might actually want that card later. Let's do this. I'm not sure how this deck scales at the moment. Just one creative AI away from being unstoppable. I don't know. What do you think Awakened One's gonna think about that claim? 21 puts me at 67, 69. Capacitor. Okay. Hologram. Hologram might be really good here. I think it needs to be upgraded though, for it to make any sense. So I think I'm good. I think this deck doesn't need many cards. I think it just needs health insurance and a roof over its head now. There's still some stuff it needs, I think. Fuck. Oh my god, that Gremlin has 31 health. I didn't know they could have 31 health. That's so much health. It doesn't seem like reasonable, right? I don't think that's reasonable. Do I want to draw those? Not really. Wait. Nick, thanks for 21 months. Let's draw lots of cards next turn. I failed to draw Sunder, though. Merle! Yeah, this is a run of Slay the Spire, I guess. Am I dead this turn if I don't draw Charge Battery? Almost. I draw every card in my deck, so that will be lethal. Is this a Bossa Nova? It's called Booty Bella? I have no comment. Hey Bulo! If the McJorbs was a sandwich, what would I put into it? Force Field seems good. Having a block card. So, like, upgrades are good, right? It does feel like I could just go this way and be at full health by the time I get to that floor, probably. Ow. Even in this fight, though, I think I'm doing pretty okay. We're gonna dip kinda low, because I'm gonna play Echo Form here. Am I? Fuck. I don't actually think I get to. And maybe I don't get to. Okay, well now I do. Oh, was that always the line? That was probably always the line, actually. The boot! Scrape Force Field. Fucking combo. Okay, that sucks. A run that takes 20 minutes maximum. I have gotten that achievement. There's a Jorbs inspired mod. You don't know if I've played it. I don't know if you're serious or not. Kraken, thanks for 31 months. Appreciate it. I guess I take a Meteor String. Right? Maybe I take a Charge Battery. I'm a little bit concerned. I think I have to skip I don't think I can draw Meteor Strike and not be able to play it. Take Hourglass. Maybe relevant against Slavers. This never hits anything. Okay, I think I just do this and I'm probably fine. I don't think I play Scrape though, because I want to be able to double play Sunder. Hopefully next turn. If I get ensnared and don't draw Sunder, that could be gross. Okay. This is the gross thing. $12, $12. It's just kills this, right? Very easily. Guess that was the wrong order. That's fine though. Good now. Okay. This has been so much more stressful than it seems like it should reasonably be. I want to double play this capacitor. And I always kill next turn anyway, so there's no reason to play any cards. 3 self-repairs and a reprogram. This is ideal defect play. I could have had a Meteor Strike into multicast. I'm gonna take my first Frost Orb. Necronomicon does hit Sunder. The question is basically, would I like to have this and rest, or would I like to just go here? This is probably pretty good. Enchiridion in particular seems really good. Nilry's also seems really good. Nilry's is a full heal sometimes. I guess my deck already full heals, like all the time. I guess that's not as impressive then. I actually think I go here now. What's the point of going to the shop with 128 gold? Don't see one. I've never really been a Halloween aficionado. Put a cap on the number of rares and it comes in your deck. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe I don't like Slay the Spire challenge. Feels like maybe I just don't like them. They have Halloween in New Zealand. Kind of. The season's sort of wrong for it, so definitely not as big a deal as it is here. Maybe Buffer was better, actually. It'd be fun to pick the worst pick on Spire logs each floor and try to win the run. Spire log's still up, but it like wasn't up anymore. You'd like to see me take a crack at healing 10 plus hearts in one stream? Does that just mean clicking on Watcher 10 times in the same stream? I don't know if I want to play Watcher that much. What a weird deck this is. What a fucking weird deck. You made a self-imposed rule you couldn't get more than 3 Watcher wins and each character had to get 2 wins. Don't know. I've never really, like, it might sound strange coming from someone who does volume challenges, but I've never really wanted to do a challenge that makes me play more hours of Slay the Spire in a day than I want to play. Like, my volume challenges are very much like I am deciding an amount of Slay the Spire that I want to play over the next 30 days. And that's the goal I set. And I've never wanted to win 10 times in a day. That's like too much Spire in a day. It's a lot of Spire. I want to take Sweeping Beam Plus, I guess. I don't really understand what's happening. I've bottled Echo Form though, which is good. Is it too much? I also don't like playing in ways that make plays I don't think are good because I want to finish runs in under like an hour and a half. So for me, there's a decent amount of stuff going on there that I don't really like. And wins in a day rotating feels like 2 days worth of wins. I won 13 in 2 days once. I've won 8 in a day before. And it wasn't like I played for 24 hours or even 16 hours in any of those days. But I have also, upon doing it, thought, oh, that was nice. Now I'll go do something else. And I have quite enjoyed the ability to think, oh, that was nice, now I'll go do something else. Oh, you said it is too much, not is it too much, I see. The maximum number of Jorbs books you can add to your card is... Okay, that isn't... I can't read that. That's too many numbers. Sorry, I don't know what that says. Big deal, I played Watcher for a day before too. Yeah, I mean, you know. Do I have to take Go for the Eyes? This is such a fucking weird run. I'm not taking Go for the Eyes, I just refuse. Nilrays will give me a Go for the Eyes if I need it. My deck was just absolutely fucking nuts at the end of Act 1, and now it has not really improved in any way. For the entirety of Act 2. Maybe that isn't true. It seems like I have a Nilrays Codex. Healing 300 Watcher Hearts in a month is very doable. Yeah, for like certain definitions of doable. I don't know. When you get into stuff like that, there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that's outside a person's individual control, like how many hours do you get to stream in a month? And like, does your back hurt a lot if you sit in a chair for more than 12 hours in a day? And shit like that. Which I don't really think is something it makes sense to be like staging competition around. Even against yourself, I don't... At some point there's a breaking point where it stops being about Slay the Spire, I think. Where's my biased cog in Elrace? Did the reprogram come from Pandora's box? Yes. If there's a reprogram in my deck, it came from Pandora's box. That's like a safe assumption, I think. That's just how it works on this channel. And there's still achievements I didn't get from not finding them interesting enough to pursue. Yep. Yeah, I don't have all the achievements in this game. You play Spire while listening to jazz while not vibing. Impossible. I mean, it could be really bad jazz. There's some pretty bad jazz out there. A YouTube video where a dude beat the heart at Ascension 20 with only colorless cards. Pretty sure Arbiter has done it with no cards. Certainly possible. I guess it's fun to like... The nice thing about beating it with colorless cards is I think you could back your way into that accidentally, which is kind of interesting. Bad jazz is not bad, you just got to think of the good notes they are not playing. Bad jazz is bad. As someone who's attended middle school jazz concerts, bad jazz is bad. There is such a thing. I'm gonna take Core Surge because even if I don't find a bias cog, I have a Null Raise. I don't really have cards to transform. I guess I'll take another energy. With no cards as in starting each fight with no cards. With no cards at the end of the run. With an end run screen that showed a deck of 0 cards. Middle schoolers are actually the best jazz players because they have no concept about what music should sound like. That's how it works. Oh. Okay. Good to know. Sometimes I think about how dumb I'd be if I hadn't had so many of my incorrect ideas corrected by Twitch chat over the last 7 years of my life. God, I would be so dumb. I'm very thankful for you all. Is this a reprogram? Is it time to reprogram? I don't care, I'm not going to. Wait, I have a Core Surge. Holy shit, it is time to reprogram. Yeah. People kind of confused. There are a bunch of like relics and potions that make cards. Strength, dexterity, and focus. Yeah, exactly one of each. I wouldn't want to be, like, too powerful. I've been offered so many claws. I was offered Bird Face Turn, Pocket Watch Mummified Hand, and then 7 claws. The game's like, what the fuck? Keep offering this dude so many claws, why won't he take them? Oh, game. Loop is 1 gold too expensive, huh? Gosh. Bandage up seems like the thing this deck is missing. Panache is not awful. It isn't awakened one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't actually have that many powers. Panache is like a really good sweeping beam. I'm into it. You're convinced Jorbs doesn't take claws simply to spite chat and because of its immense power? Yeah, like, it's like a Lord of the Rings sort of situation, actually. If I took it, I would become more powerful than... or whatever. I don't remember the line. What jazz do I like? Most of it? Good jazz? Just the good stuff. I was playing some Mingus the other day. Would Panache be better or worse if it cost 3? Prismatic shard stuff or boss swap stuff would be fun for a while. I'm okay with that shit. Motion chip's a very good relic. I still think that hologram's probably extremely good and that I probably need an upgraded hologram for it to be worth taking. Because the thing it does is later on in the fight it lets reprogram win for me, which is like really weird, but that's also where I'm thinking, God, I would rather not think that. I think it just gets in the way early in the fight, unfortunately. I think prismatic shard stuff would be your favorite thing to see from the suggestions so far. Prismatic shard stuff is kind of sweet. So that makes a lot of sense. If I had twice as much energy? My favorite NFL team, why is it the Buffalo Bills? I mean, I'm in Seattle. So, you know. When I moved to Seattle, everyone told me that we all rooted for the Huskies because the Seahawks sucked so much. The Seahawks have had a decent redemption arc. Oh my god, I could have so many claws. This is actually obscene. Actually obscene. Yeah, it has been a little while since the redemption arc. But it did happen. Did y'all see that they added another wildcard slot so that the Mariners could make the playoffs, and then the Mariners made the playoffs without needing it? Actually, they didn't do that yet, right? But look, they're in the process. It's in the mail. They're probably going to. Mariners have made the playoffs, but they haven't guaranteed that they're not taking the last wildcard spot yet, I don't think. Elephant Garlic, thanks for 10 months. Right, the Seahawks, the team that decided to pass the ball and lose the Super Bowl. They did do that. I don't think that it's like guaranteed that when you pass the ball it gets intercepted. But that's what happened that time. The hockey team will be interesting. I actually really enjoy watching hockey, but have never gone to a game before, so like I enjoy watching it on TV. That was like, the way that I said that was sort of confusing. Yeah. Statistically speaking, it happens more than when running the ball. Your pass getting intercepted? Yeah, okay, sure. I think the reason that they ran was just that they were like, or the reason that they passed was that there were 15 seconds on the clock or whatever. Like, you would rather have 2 plays there instead of 1. Like, duh. It didn't seem close to me, and then there was this huge discussion about it, and it was like, that did not seem close. Like, sometimes you make the right play and it doesn't work. Football fandom is the fandom that was so adamantly against going for it on 4th down that people were afraid to do it for like 20 years after working out that it was correct. So I think when football fandom says that something's wrong, you can just sort of ignore them. Could I have like a scaling power? Like not a self-repair? I just got offered my 5th self-repair of the run, I think. Jorbs back on the Jack 4 off discourse. Am I? Maybe on Twitter. You live in Washington State and support the 49ers. Oh god. That sounds unlucky. A Slay the Spire challenge that was just playing XCOM actually sounds really good right now. That was the right order to play my cards. If anybody says otherwise, they're wrong. Suck landings to 3 months. How much does this hit for? Don't know. Take this one. I still have XCOM installed. I've never installed XCOM 1 on this computer. I have XCOM 2 installed right now. Am I about to reprogramming? Finally loud bro, thanks to 23 months. I feel around any more with Terra Invicta. No, I just played it that one day. I feel constantly like I don't have enough time to do the things that I want to do. these days. And that game requires a lot of time. Do I just take Streamline? Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on. Upgrade all 3 self-repairs. You can no longer heal. With Nori's, do I just have every card? Technically, yes. You just have to ask nicely and in the right tone. I don't think taking Mark of the Bloom here is disrespecting the Spire. I think it's just bad. I mean, just incorrect. Miller's doesn't generate self-repair, but you think we're doing okay on that front? Yeah, I have a couple of those. I also have a Bird Face Turn, so... Bird Face Turn is one of the relics that breaks that thing the devs almost did, where they almost made it so you couldn't sit in fights forever in full heal, but they decided not to do that for like a couple of things. Bird Face Turn should probably only heal you for the first 5 powers of a fight or something like that. It wouldn't be that hard to change it. Do not read this message, or you will become a weeb. Unlucky. Oh. Hey, that's a good relic. That's a good card. Question marks or hallways? I already got Mind Bloom. I guess I should take hallways. The problem with hallways is they take longer. This deck is like objectively unenjoyable to play in hallway fights. It's just true. Like, nothing matters, right? I heal for 50 at the end of the fight, so it doesn't matter if I take damage at any point. They're not gonna kill me. So easy. Yeah. You have no ideas for fun Spire stuff. I'm sorry. How are you doing? How are you doing, Tie-Dye? I hope you're doing okay. Anyone looked inside the Bird Face Turn to see what's in there? It's just 2 more Bird Face Turns. Got rid of my duck spot. Maybe that was wrong. Does the existence of the data disk imply that Defect has a drive slot? Definitely might. Did y'all ever play video games which asked you to enter a word from a specific, like, location in the manual in order to play the game? I'm curious because I did, and I had the manual, but it was easier to just guess repeatedly until I got it right than it was to go find the manual. And I'm wondering if that's just a universal experience. Like, I'm wondering if literally everyone else who had one of those did it that way. Did anybody not just sit there typing the over and over again until it was the? You looked it up? Incredible. You have a certain fortitude that I think few possess with Orgot. My deck spot came back. Maybe I want that. I'm currently upgrading Loop. I could take a go for you guys, though. I seem to be struggling a bit with, like, blocking and stuff. The one I remember playing was called Perfect General, but I definitely had the Isle of Dr. Brain. I don't remember my Isle of Dr. Brain having that, though. I wonder if different, like, publications of the same games did or didn't have that stuff on them. This is why you keep CD keys in your password manager. I have a notepad file of like 12 Diablo 2 CD keys on my laptop. And other than that, I don't think I would have remembered that CD keys existed. If not for like that reason. I used to bot farm in Diablo 2. Not really. I had a project I was working on to bot from level 1 to level 99 without any input from me. When I got into computer science, I got really into that as a hobby project. I did it on like LAN though, I didn't do it on BattleNet. Is this good? This feels like it's good. That's good, right? Mortal Kombat? Huh. What's everyone's opinions on the Mortal Kombat movies? A poor attempt to revisit the joy that was the Street Fighter movie. Street Fighter movie was just like better, honestly, than everything else. Honestly, just better than everything else. This song is fucking awesome though. I love the part where they just say the names of the characters. God, especially Scorpion, what a great name. Mortal Kombat! The day you saw the Street Fighter movie was the greatest day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday. It's true. And I did see it on Tuesday, I remember exactly. It's kind of weird that he remembers it was a Tuesday, right? Sort of goes against the idea that it wasn't a big deal for him. Other than M. Bison, the Mortal Kombat movie was better? Sure. It's like saying that other than Babe Ruth, I don't have a follow-up. But you obviously understand what I'm trying to say anyway. Seems like you would. You just only invaded villages on Tuesdays? Oh, that's true. You gotta think about, like, you know, he's got a family life, presumably. D&D night. Woof. That does not sound good, Sulcan Sword. In fact, that sounds bad. I imagine that at some point Nilriz will win this fight for me. I seem to have full health, so that's fine. This entire run is just sort of like waiting until the part where we fight against the heart and have to not die on turn 2 and 3. I've like slowly been accumulating things that will help with that. Turnip plus deck spot is sort of cool. Are there any noticeable differences between 144 Hz monitors and usual monitors? For playing Slay the Spire, no. For playing like first-person shooters at a professional level, absolutely. Slay the Spire, though, not a game that really demands a lot of computer performance. Once you see 144, you can never go back to 60? Really? I cannot tell the difference between my 144 and 60 Hz monitors. Like, just straight up cannot tell. You bought an NVIDIA Titan just for Slay the Spire? I mean, I've got a 3080 in there. It is what it is, right? Do I have the 144 Hz turned on for this game? Looks like I don't, actually. I don't think it would be a relevant change in this game. What's my next play? Maybe that one. You just got here. What's happened to the stream quality? Seems quite laggy. Uh-oh. Oh. I didn't do anything. Do I need to, like, regen pot here or something? I think so. Is laggy for you as well? Dropped frames 0. I have never dropped a frame in my life. The problem must be on your end. Okay, I'm gonna drink this now. I like my men like I like my whiskey. This song is fucking ludicrous. What a fucking song. That should like basically win that. Runs where I'm required to buy hand drill. Exciting times. Does she want to bang her grandpa? I mean, who doesn't? Is that enough? 59? It's less than 59? Alright. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Silken Sword. So one of us has an excuse. God, that's a fucking lot of damage. 21, 21. So minus 2, minus 8. I'm not dead still. Maybe I should have taken that creative AI. I went to full heal in the second half of this fight. Are we blocking? Working on it. You can't have duplicates of cards in your deck. Your starting deck should be only one of each starter card. That sounds so fucking easy on Watcher. Perhaps we're not allowed to be Watcher either in this challenge. Sounds like a significant buff to Watcher. Every time you take a Watcher card, you take a shot. I can... Too old for that shit. Patience is astounding. What am I meant to do? Gotta go back to full health. Take the 99% instead of the 100%? Which 99%? had like 3 drinks 4 days ago or something, and I'm pretty sure I'm still hungover. Holy shit. This is a song? Wait, that was the second boss? Oh. I have a meal ticket. Thought that was the first boss. Alright, well, that's fine. It happens. That fairy in a bottle looks real good. And I'd just take another echo form route. Seems pretty straightforward. I could have done this one, I don't know. That's unfortunate. Bom, bom, bom. I get to play everything. If I want to. Should. Actually, I think I want that. Booty Hat, thanks for 9 months. Babarama, thanks for the 16 months. It's weird, but I think that's good. This is 30. So I'm like blocking for enough-ish. Cool. Watcher with a minimum 30 card deck. That could be fun. Kinda into that one. I double dual cast and double creative. I don't necessarily get to play Glacier. Nice, easy. Nice, easy. So we're headed back to full health here. Probably doesn't even take very long. I'm at minus 10 right now. Minus 8. Full health. Okay, cool. Done. Excellent work. Now we have to do that again for the heart fight. These defect runs are rough. Hey, Mixol! Centennial puzzle. It's just a glacier, probably. I think that once my stuff is set up, I win. Anchor, protecting buffer charge, and Centennial puzzle. I guess I don't actually want to protect Centennial puzzle. I could play fish on. I don't think I want to. Shit. The problem is neither of those are good draws this turn if it's the big attack. Because I kind of can't play a card this turn if it's the big attack. I got rid of my energy pot. Interesting. Do I, like... Sunder ruins everything to you? So I have two different ways to play this fight from here. One is I just play Echo Form, take a billion, and then win. And the other one is I play Glacier. I can play Panache and Defrag and have a chance at Echo Form, but I also just have another Echo Form. I think I like the play Echo Form, take a billion line slightly more. Probably wrong then. Do this one. And I can always just hit Echo Form anyway. $50-50? Worth rolling. Yeah. That kind of sucks. I don't think there's any reason to play these. The damage won't matter. A run where the card relic choices alternate between Jorbs and chat. Yeah, I mean that could be fun. Fun. Four instances of Slay the Spire and playing 4 ones simultaneously. I've thought about that. I think it would look like shit to a viewer. That doesn't necessarily mean it would be a bad idea. I mean, who really cares about the viewing experience, right? Surely there are more important things than that. Eventually, I will successfully play Capacitor, and then I will. The viewers are just donation pinatas. I like the implication that I have to hit the viewer really hard, and the donation will just fall out. That sounds very accurate. We're almost there. It's been taking a while. Thanks for the 1,000 bits antimatter dynamite. Yeah, some people are into that, I don't know. Alright, I do actually have to kill it now. So let's set about doing that. It has painful stabs. They're rude. Buttons, thanks for the 6 months. Someone said creative AI would kill me. Prove them wrong. Why would creative AI kill me? I don't think I understand. People added you when you said creative AI would be good for the deck. Huh? Seems pretty good here. I should probably not actually play Fission. That's unfortunate. I really want to play Fission. Maybe creative AI is bad for the deck. Maybe they knew something that I didn't. Am I dead here? It's like quite a lot of incoming damage. Wow, I sure made this interesting. The answer is no, I'm not dead here. But it is a lot of incoming damage. Also, if I hadn't gotten the double bias card, I don't know. This run has really been something. This run has really been something. 20 times 15, the most ridiculous attack I've faced from heart. Oh no. Oh no, I've played quite a lot of this video game. Well, I tried my hardest to lose, but I seem to have failed. It would have been a very funny way to lose. I'm slightly upset.